My name is Cynthia Mason. I'm a Canadian lawyer and trademark agent. And on this channel, I talk a lot about the benefits of trademarking. In this specific video, I want to talk to the restaurant, cafe, food truck owners out there. And I want to explain to you one of the big benefits of registering your name as a Canadian trademark. So when you open up a new restaurant, say in Ottawa, for example, you register your restaurant name as an Ontario business name. That business name registration acts as a directory listing. It's a place where the public can go to find out who are the individuals behind any given business. A business name registration is in fact a requirement when you are operating a business in the province of Ontario in a name other than your own personal name. That business name registration doesn't give you ownership of the name. It doesn't even give you the right to use that name. And it doesn't give you the ability to stop other people from opening a restaurant in another province under the exact same name. If you want those rights, you have to have a Canadian trademark registration. So you have to file an application with the Canadian Intellectual Property Office. It goes through the process of examination and approval and advertisement for public opposition. And at the end of the process, you get a national grant of ownership over that name. And one of the ways that national grant of ownership can really help your restaurant is to protect it from the bad reviews of other restaurants. So if you're operating your restaurant here in Ottawa under one name, and perhaps even somebody in Montreal opens up a restaurant under the exact same name, and they start getting really bad reviews, when the public is searching for your restaurant online and they happen to see a restaurant with the exact same name come up, and they have low reviews and low stars and somewhat scary comments from the people who have visited, you don't want them to confuse that restaurant with your establishment. And without a legal tool or a legal right to stop people from opening restaurants in other provinces under your exact same name, you're somewhat limited in your ability to make them change their name. So this is the basis of a couple of the disputes that we've dealt with over the past year, is that, there are restaurants in different provinces operating with the exact same name, and one of them not doing so well and having terrible reviews that are impacting the business of the other one. And so in order to fix that situation, what we have to do is first file a trademark application for the first owner, for the restaurant that opened first, because under Canadian law, the first person to use a name is the one who is entitled to register it as a trademark. So you want to be the first person to use a name. You also want to be the first person to apply to register it as your trademark. And when you have that trademark registration, then, or even once you file the application and you think forward or you act preemptively, you send a cease and desist letter to that other restaurant to say, well, I actually was the first one to open a restaurant under this name. I have filed a trademark application. When it goes through to registration, I am going to be the exclusive owner of this name in Canada. You need to change your restaurant name to something different, because once my registration issues, you are going to be liable for trademark infringement, and all of the damages that you're causing to my reputation with your bad reviews are going to come to haunt you. So this is really one of the main reasons why a restaurant in particular, which generally speaking, traditionally is a very localized business. Not every restaurant goes on to franchise and to grow and to open up locations in other provinces. They typically consider themselves to be a singular location in one particular province, and they don't concern themselves with trademarking and making sure that they have exclusivity of their name throughout Canada. But where so many businesses are online now and consumers are reliant upon online information about businesses before they make a decision on whether they're going to visit or buy from you, you want to make sure that you have the tools that give you exclusivity of your name online as well as in reality. So a Canadian trademark registration is the exact tool that is going to help you keep your exclusivity over a name in Canada, that will protect your business from people opening restaurants in other provinces under the same name and causing potential damage to your reputation and potentially diverting customers from ever wanting to try out your restaurant. So if you're operating a restaurant or a cafe or a food truck and you have not yet taken the steps to register your name as a Canadian trademark and you want to be able to protect yourself in this way, book a free consult with us. We are always happy to get you started on the trademark registration path.